in the studio, we're packing orders. We got 2 pretty large wholesale orders, so I'm very excited about that. One was for $172 and the other one was for $380, so very nice size orders. I like those sizes. They're both reorders. Both came through Fair, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill them. But I mean, I have not really even been giving this place like a tender, loving care, and I feel so bad. Like, I've literally had to paint that just this one spot on my mural for a year now. And I just have not found the motivation to do it. So I'm gonna try and get that done tonight too. But then we also have to restock things like envelopes and whatnot. The envelopes are like all the way depleted. So I also have a lot of just like inventory to do. So I'm gonna try and stay in here as long as possible. It is night and the sun is quickly setting. And y'all know me, I don't want to see nothing, I don't want to hear nothing. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to maybe try and get Jeff to come back and get me. But I at least want to pull these orders so I could take it inside, add the stickers to them, and get it out first thing tomorrow morning. Because one of the things that I have realized, just based on my schedule and how it kind of like works out, is I'll wake up and then my kids will just be like, hello, 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 mommy, mommy, mommy. And so because of that, I end up like not doing much or like not getting much done, you know, from the hours of like 8 a.m. to like 7 p.m., you know. I really try and get like just kind of admin things done. And even that sometimes is hard. So I don't really get a whole lot done when the kids are awake. And because of that, you know, I'm kind of like back on my schedule where I'm kind of like working later into the night. So there's nothing that I can do about it. The kids are out of school, it is what it is. So I have to get the envelopes situated, and then I also want to just take like a quick inventory of the envelopes so that I can order them tomorrow if I need to. It's already Tuesday of this week. Tomorrow is hump day. Like, we're over the hump of the week almost already. So I'm gonna try and get as much done as I can tonight, because like I said, I know I have to get things done because you know, if I'm not getting it done at night, I'm just not getting it done. Usually when it's the school year, like when they're in school and stuff, like I at least have those few hours from like 8 a.m. to like 12 to get stuff done, you know. And it's like, it doesn't sound like a lot of time. It's not. But it doesn't sound like a whole lot of time, but it really is enough time to at least get some things done. Like, you know, I'm not gonna get everything done on my to-do list for sure, but I'll at least get like some orders packed, or, you know, if I need to count some inventory, I'll get some inventory counted or ordered or whatever, you know. I can at least get like major chunks of things done, and I'm not able to do that right now. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with the envelopes because I'm already pulling an order and I don't have enough envelopes. I'm pulling the order. I ran out of lime green envelopes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like restock those real quick. So this is how I get my envelopes. I buy them by the 1,000, so then I don't have to worry about ordering them so frequently. I can just order them like once in a while, you know, and then once I use all of this, then so before, what I was trying to do was I was always trying to so I have a little system. There's nothing scientific about it, but basically what I'll do is I'll write on this label right here. I'll write on that label once I take out, here, let me show you. So as I said, there's 1,000 in here. So basically there's 2 rows in here. I don't know if you could see it. There's 2 rows in here. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and take out a half, or like 1 row. So I'll take out half. In each row there's 500. And then so that'll get filled out into this. It fits about 500. It actually fits 500. So once I'm done filling that out, then I write on the outside of the box, half of a box, 500. And that just helps me kind of keep track of things. But the reason for that also is like before my little situation last year, what I would do is like once I reached down to 500, I would go ahead and just place a reorder. But you know, with COVID and stuff, like the pandemic just changed things. Like I was not able to like even source certain colors for a really long time. Like even my light purple, my lavender, they discontinued it, so I have to find another source for the lavender. I'm still working on that. And like I've ordered from other places, like as you can see, these huge ones. I made a mistake and ordered the wrong ones, and they were non-returnable. So yeah, you know, we're just trying our best right now. Like at this point, we're just trying our best. So let me tell you guys how I'm in my feelings, even though I know it's for the best. Like I know everything is always for protection, you know, and I try and always keep that energy and, you know, stay true to that and hold on to that, because I have learned many a time, like when things don't work out, it's because you're being protected. Like God is protecting you, you know, and I know that, you know, anything that happens is protection. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And you see, I could definitely fit a few more, but I like to just keep it in 500s. That way I know when I work through this sleeve, it's 500, period. Okay, so I also have to do the teal. I'm going to go ahead and just do it one time so that I don't get messed up. So, like, I know that it's protection, but this is literally the week of Atlanta Market. Like, tomorrow is going to be the first day of market. And I can't help but feel some type of way, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not there for a reason. Honestly, I was traumatized last year. That's why I haven't even edited the videos, honestly. It's because I was traumatized. Like, it was literally a traumatic experience. Not all bad, you know what I mean? Like, we had a lot of good moments. We had a lot of good things that happened. But it was stressful, like, to say the least. I'm going to show you this real quick. So this is what I mean when I say this was a half a box. See? So now I know this box is empty, but thankfully I've already ordered. So I have a full box over there. So that kind of like puts my mind at ease. But when I order the lime green, I'm probably gonna just go ahead and order another turquoise. Because turquoise was one of the colors that I was not able to source for the longest. That's what I was saying. I know it's protection. I'm not doubting that or negating that. I know for sure, you know. But I can't help but have just the tiniest bit of FOMO. Even just because like one of my buyers was like, you know, like my big accounts was like, oh, are you going to Atlanta Market? And I had no choice but to tell her, no, I'm not going to Atlanta Market, you know. And like if I wanted to, I definitely could have been at Atlanta Market, but I had already missed the January show, and I felt like I already know what a summer show looks like. It's slow. There's not a whole lot of people. It's good because, like, you know, if you have to start on a show and you have the money, definitely start on a summer show, because January is so much more chaotic and like high traffic than what than what I experienced. So, you know, to learn the ropes would be very difficult. And, you know, like, I'm thankful that I started at a summer show. It just came at a really bad point. Okay, so this box is empty. I'm actually going to use it for trash because I don't have a trash can in here. And since we're packing orders, I'm actually going to use it for inventory. So again, as you can see, ta-da, it fit in the sleeve. So I know that it's something that like is protection and something that I need to kind of like get over, because it is a form of protection. It's saving me from like a slow show. It's saving me from like, you know, spending Literally, we spent $10,000. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, we spent about $10,000 when all was said and done. And while I made my money back, I think it's a different year. Like, everybody's talking about it's an election year, things are different. And if you're a smaller brand and you're not equipped to eat those costs, you can be very upset. You can be very sad, you know? So, you know, I know that it's protection, but it's just like seeing all of my industry friends setting up their booths, heading to Atlanta, doing the whole shebang. I can't help but feel some type of way. So I'm in my feelings right now. I was like, I'm not going on social media this week. This is a terrible week to try and go on social media because I know I'm going to feel some type of way, and I don't want to feel some type of way about protection. You know, and then Atlanta Market did this really weird thing. So when you do a trade show, you're actually grandfathered in. And like by grandfathered in, I mean like grandfathered into your spot. So like the earlier you can book, the better spot you're going to get. So what they do is like, okay, so last summer was my first trade show. I had to, when I signed up, I had to take whatever spot I got because the OGs, they got their spot already, right? And so I was like, dang, how do you get these spots, right? When I went to the show, they were running a promotion where you could sign up for your spot at the show and they would give like a slight discount, or like they would enter you in for a slight discount, right? I think you got back like maybe $200, but I mean, $200 is $200. That's like a pack of 1,000 envelopes. Like we don't care. We'll take it, you know. More than a pack actually. I think it's like $70 for 1,000, so more than one pack of envelopes. And you know, that for me was like, oh man, like if, you know, I was in a certain financial situation, so that didn't apply to me. But I was like, okay, noted. The next time I come here, I need to have my down payment ready to go. I need to have that $900 ready to go. So as soon as the show starts, I could sign for my booth for the next show. And there were people winning money off their booth, you know? So like even the guy down the way from me, he won, you know? I was like, dang, you know, like that's good, you know? And so for me, I'm like, okay, this is how they're getting their booths, because when you submit your money at the show the next time you do it, you get priority pick. So let's say somebody has like a corner spot that you want, you're first in line. So you get cream of the crop spots. You get first pick. It doesn't even matter. Like literally you get the next spot. Like you get that spot if you want it, if they haven't submitted their money. So you have more options when you submit your deposit at the show, which is very good, you know. But Atlanta Market this year, what they did was they completely redrew all of the sections. So I was in a section called On Trend. They did away with that section, and all the people that were in that spot for years, I'm talking like at least 5 or 6 years, had that spot, now had to go 2 floors down to the 500 level, which is the 5th floor, and start over, you know, which to me seemed a little unfair, because let's say a buyer does not see your mailer, or they didn't get an email, it went to spam, whatever. They know this girl has been here for the last 5 years, so I'm gonna head to that spot and see what's new that she's got, you know. And now they had no way of doing that. They had to, like, everybody was starting from scratch, which is like cool because it evens the playing field, but then it's also like not cool for the people who already paid, you know. So I was like, I kind of wanted them to work out whatever new ideas they had. It's kind of like when you get a new phone, let them work out the kinks, and then you go pick up yours after they get all the bugs out, right? So it kind of felt like that type of thing, where it was like, okay, we need to like try and you know, let them settle, and then we'll hit them up in January. And January, I know, is a good show. My camera cut out. It was just too much for this little thing. My camera got too hot, so basically I had to finish packing the order. But I just wanted to show you, I always do these videos and then I never show you guys like what I'm actually packing up. They got 6 of these. And the other order actually got 6 of those as well. Well, actually the other order got 10. This one says, grow yourself like you grow your plants. And this is one of my best sellers, happiest of birthdays. It just has like confetti in the back. This one says happy birthday beautiful, and it's like a floral. This one says hope your day is magical, another bestseller. They only got 1 of these. Everything else was 6. And it says life is beautiful. And then this one says life is a beach with you. And it has 2 little chairs on the beach. And then I'm like shocked how many cards they got. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so then they also got, this is another bestseller. This is one of my favorite designs. I made this design for my daughter, for Ella, when I first had her. I was just like super inspired by her and like women raising future women. So it says little girls with dreams turn into women with vision. That's one of my best sellers, and I'm so proud of that card. Another bestseller, another year older with 1 less F to give, happy birthday. And then poolside but missing you. And this one is an interesting one because I actually made this one for Hyatt hotels here in Orlando, and a few of my retailers asked for it, so I just went ahead and like put it into my normal line. So this one is super dope, and her pins have little sayings on them like Black Lives Matter, Black and Proud, Magical, for Black Girl Magic. This one says you are magical. And then this one says you are my favorite human, with an abstract. I redesigned this card. This card didn't always look like this. This card originally was like just a plain white background with a plain white background with black writing in my cursive script that said you are so dope, but I redesigned it to look like this, and I'm just so proud of this redesign. I don't know, the colors just pop. It just looks beautiful together. Again, this is another redesign, and this one says you are such a boss. And again, same thing, this one was just black handwriting on a white background, and it was just kind of boring, you know. So one of the biggest things that I learned from licensing, I'm gonna give you a little secret, is perceived value, you know. So which one do you think costs more? So this is a prime example. This one is not exactly the exact card, but I also had a card that says you are my favorite boss, or you're my fave boss. So this is similar to what this looked like before, but instead it said you are such a boss, to this now. So which would you pay $5.50 for? The colorful one with the bright color envelope, you know, like I just started like redesigning some of my older SKUs. Like these 2 are OG SKUs. Like these are some of the first designs that I put out. So you picked each other, and it's just a bunch of daisies. That's kind of like a, if you're going to a wedding or something. But that's all that they got. And they also got the Florida prints, my watercolor Florida prints. But I can't pack those up until tomorrow, and then I have to go inside and get the stickers. So that's it for the orders for tonight. Both orders have stickers, so unfortunately I do have to go and like keep packing, and then I have to cello everything. So I want to get all the cello done tonight, but this video is getting super long, and like I know y'all not sitting to watch a 1 hour long video. Maybe you might. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these boxed up to take inside. I'm gonna have Jeff come get me because because I'm scared. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next week.